Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm testing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on the Steam Deck to see how well this massive RPG runs. Now the first game was an ambitious, immersive medieval adventure, and the sequel takes everything to the next level. Bigger world, better combat, and insane visuals. But does all that detail come at the cost of performance on the deck? I ran a bunch of tests across different settings and upscaling options to find the best way to play. Plus, I'll share my thoughts on whether the game itself is worth picking up. So let's jump right in. Now, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 continues the story of Henry, a blacksmith's son turned warrior in a historically grounded medieval world. If you played the first game, you already know what to expect. Realistic swordplay, deep RPG mechanics, and a huge open world filled with quests, choices, and brutal combat. But this sequel is way bigger. The map is now twice the size of the original, split across two massive regions. The world is even more alive, with better AI, improved animations, and a crazy level of detail. Even the combat system has been reworked to be smooth and more intuitive while still keeping the weight and challenge that made the first game so unique. And it's not just about fighting. There are tons of side activities like brewing potions, gambling, and even playing medieval instruments. So if you love deep RPGs with immersive worlds, this one has a lot to offer. Now let's get into the real question, how does it run on the Steam Deck? Now I tested multiple settings, so let's break it down. At low settings, with no upscaling, you get around 35 to 50 FPS. And the game still looks pretty great thanks to the realistic lighting and detailed environments. However, some frame drops can make combat feel a bit sluggish. There are some areas in particular where the FPS can drop below 30. Now at low settings and FSR set to quality mode, this pushes the FPS to 50 and even 60 sometimes, with very little visual difference from native resolution, and it's a solid way to boost performance. Low settings with FSR set to balance mode, here we can even get to 70 FPS, but upscaling artifacts start to creep in, and you only notice them if you look closely. Low settings and FSR set to performance mode, you can hit 75 FPS, by the cost of noticeable image quality drops, so this is not the best trade-off. Now at medium settings, things do slow down. No upscale gives around 30 to 35 FPS, which isn't ideal, but at least we're staying above 30. And for a game of this size and this quality, I think this is fantastic. It's been really well optimized. Now FSR in quality mode pushes this to 40 to 45 FPS, making it playable with slightly better visuals. Balance and performance mode improve frame rate further, but artifacts become more obvious. On high settings, well, it looks stunning, but performance drops to 25 FPS, and even with upscaling, ultra settings, don't even think about it, under 20 FPS, it becomes completely unplayable. So what is the best way to play? My recommended settings for best performance, you can go with low plus FSR set to quality mode and target 45 FPS. It's smooth, stable, and keeps battery life around 2–2.5 hours. For best visuals, you can try medium with FSR set to balanced and a 30 FPS cap, and you'll get pretty amazing graphics while keeping things playable. Now, if you're after the best battery life, you should set everything to low, FSR set to performance mode if you don't mind all the visual glitches. Plus 30 FPS cap will stretch the battery life to almost 3 hours on the Steam Deck OLED. Overall, the game is very playable on the Steam Deck, but you want to tweak settings to get the experience you are after. By the way, only 2.5% of people watching this are subscribed. That's like having an army of knights, but only 2 of them show up to battle. If you're enjoying this breakdown and want more Steam Deck performance reviews, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. So, is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 worth playing on the Steam Deck? I think yes. This game delivers one of the most immersive medieval RPG experiences out there. The world is massive, the combat is engaging, and the attention to detail is insane. It has potential to be one of the best RPGs of the year, and performance on the deck is surprisingly solid as long as you tweak the settings for stability. If you loved the first game, this is a must-buy. If you're new to the series, just be ready for a deep, hardcore RPG experience that doesn't hold your hand. Now I want to hear from you. Are you picking this game up, and what settings work best for you? Let me know in the comments, and as always, let me know if you want me to test any particular game on the Steam Deck. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more Steam Deck content, and I'll see you in the next video.